We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. With Maxwell Silverhammer. We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Ho, 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 yeah, bitches.
Oh, yeah. What day is it, Maxwell?
It is. It's August 20th, 2019.
I am Cruise Control.
I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is the Nothing Sacred Show for the 20th of August, 2019. Caught you off guard, motherfucker.
Actually, does it matter what day it is? Because, most of the audience is listening whenever.
It matters what day it is. Yes, I think it does. I like having that date. It makes it kind of.
You like having a date stamp on it?
I think it makes it cool. So I put it on the show title, so why not have it in the show itself, right?
Oh, I know.
Anyways,
okay.
Nothing Sacred, so we're chilling here. It is Tuesday night.
Yeah,
life
man.
is pretty decent. Life is okay.
Yeah,
okay.
life is good.
I don't
man.
have too much to talk about. I mean, I have got a lot of stuff going on in terms of just, different exciting things going on in life, but nothing really interesting. But let's jump into your shit because let's go.
Because I'm always the one that's got some shit, right?
Oh, you're the topic man. So let's
topic pop. So, all right, man. So first of all, our mutual friend, and he doesn't listen, so we can go ahead and say who it is. Havander.
Oh, okay.
And okay, so I get this invite on Facebook, and let me back up. So about a couple months ago, actually, that when he was at my house that one time when you called me, remember that? And he was telling me that he might be losing his job. So I'm like, okay, so recently I've kind of talked to him. He said, yeah, man, unfortunately I did lose my job, whatever. And I'm going, oh man, that sucks, dude. Well, shit, why don't you check this place or that place? And I was throwing out some suggestions of, certain spots that might need an assistive technology person or something.
No, it's a Blinkerfi.
Kind of a blinker situation. Well,
I'm just saying like a the typical blinker occupation.
Yeah. It was like one was Easter seals, and there was another one that I was suggesting, like, that they might need an assistive technology person or whatever. So anyway, I get this invite on Facebook about a week or so ago, and it's a wedding. And it's Havander getting married to some chick named Beatrice, and they're gonna guess where they're getting married, dude.
Oh shit!
At the Blind Center.
What?
Yeah, and I was like,
wait, step back. Wait. They're getting blind. I've heard of a blind date before, but never a blind
wedding.
I guess so. So what is so?
Well, this is what's crazy because him and I have gone back and forth talking shit about that place.
Hey,
like
pussy changes everything, man. Come on now. You think it's his idea?
Well, that's what was so crazy because here's the second half of this. I was down there for something about a week ago, work related, and I ran into him. And he's down there chilling, and then he's like now talking the place up and saying, "Yeah, man, because we try to get people to be independent here, man. We try to push independent." And I'm just like, "Whoa, dude!" And I said, "Wait." So I said, "Are you working here?" He's like, "No, I'm just a member." And I said, "Well, what's going on with work, man? Are you looking for some jobs? Because I'm like thinking, why the fuck would you want to hang out down here at the Blind Center?" And he's like, "Nah, man, I'm trying to enjoy my vacation right now, man. I'm not ready to go back to work yet." And I'm thinking, wow, that must be nice, man, to have that little option of, I don't have to go to work.
You know what that means.
Yeah, SSDI sandwich is what that means.
Fucking yeah, dude. That's exactly what that means.
But why would you want that?
Because I've thought about it, honestly. I've thought about it because work can be just a grind. See, that's one thing about you, Max. It's really good, and one of my themes lately.
I never want to go back there again.
No, it's not even that. I'm talking about, but your job. We won't go into details, but it gives you a purpose because like we talked about before. Your job, actually, you see the impact it makes in ways. Like, you see people come up to you and go, "Oh, my mom, she hasn't, done da 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 da, blah 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 blah," or she, before this she was blah blah blah, or before this I was blah blah blah, and I thought I had lost the ability to enjoy this aspect of my life, and then I found this, and now feels like I I love it, it really helped, you know what I'm saying? You can get
Right.
that. You get that a lot, I bet. I bet you get that at least
Yeah.
somewhat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. It's an ongoing thing.
Ongoing thing. You get constant positive reinforcement. Now, someone like me at a customer service position, they get and then they get, well, you have to do this and that and corporate blah 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 blah, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at some points during the last year when I first started doing some of the stuff I've been doing recently, it was awful, and I told you know how bad it was. I was seriously like, fuck this, man. Why not? Fucking, I'm making nearly the same amount. Why not fucking go back? But the idea of not having something productive, like if I could not work and focus full time on music.
Oh, you'd be at that, I'm sure.
But
I'm sure.
But
I guess the thing is too, it's the whole control aspect. Like they got, they tell you they do those stupid phone audits every year. They want to see how much money you have in your account. They want bank statements.
They're awful.
I mean,
no, it's awful.
Yeah.
And it destroys your ability to want to do anything for yourself. That's why we have friends that we know who are our age and who are barely understand what it's like to work. I've got a friend. I've got a mutual friend. Actually, this is actually good. This is what I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about.
But one of the things about about your topics is sometimes it brings up stuff that I I didn't realize I wanted to talk about. So you're like a growth. You're like a seed. You're a seed. You're a seed in my planter, and you cause the plants of my ideas to blossom.
No, a miracle grow. You're just
a miracle grow for my thoughts.
For your seed.
For my seed. Okay, maybe not. All right. So, but anyway, so this person, and as a Snappy T.
Right? Yep.
So
I figured that's who it was.
But here's the thing: she actually just got a full-time position. Right?
Oh no shit!
And she's working with animals, which is something that she loves. I think we talked about that before as well. But something that she loves. But she came and sent a message to me. Goes, how do you do this? I'm like, because
what? Like she doesn't know how it is, like to take orders from somebody?
The 9 to 5, doing it every day, 5 days a week, blah blah blah, and it's like that's the grind. That's what you get brainwashed into doing when you're young. So I kind of feel like yeah. I mean for Evander, but if he doesn't get trapped into the not doing anything at all for 10 years. Fucking taking a couple months off. Like, I thought I was going to lose my job a couple weeks ago. I thought I had some issues going on with my job. I thought some crazy shit was going on. It was a long story on that. But I was thinking, fuck it. I'll take a couple weeks off. I have the money to save up. I had money saved up to do it, though. It's a little difference. But still, let's go back to the real interesting thing. Like what the Blind Center wedding. So now he's a Blind Center disciple. He sits there and he talks about how they help everybody. Yep. I love how a blind center helps people become independent.
Yeah, exactly. And there's such a fucked up allegiance to that place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous. It makes you. You know what you become dependent on, and when you're not dependent on alcohol, Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Your addiction. You go there every week. I'm part of a family now. I got a fucking ribbon, and I got a fucking. Whatever the fuck it is that makes me feel special, about not doing something for 10 years or whatever, And
it's trapped in that, they'll start to go, I need them to survive.
Exactly. So it becomes a new addiction. It becomes a new thing you need. Just like the Blind Center and now he's got some woman folk. He probably, for a while, wasn't getting any fucking snatch, dude. Probably dry as a fucking desert, man, fucking eating crumbs off the floor, and then he gets a fucking cheeseburger sent his way from the Blind Center lady who comes by to get to send food, and then wow, well this is beautiful, this is lovely, I love this place. Well, all right.
Yeah, all of a sudden, oh man, they embrace me here. It's just interesting, man, because
he said that they embrace him here.
No, he didn't. He didn't say it like that.
God, I'd be like, oh God.
No, he didn't go that bad.
Of course, they embrace.
I guess
you
the two things that I'm kind of tripping on is one is why would you want to go back to that? Getting that government control. And I've talked to a lot of people who, not just him, but that actually want to get SSDI, that are like, no, I want to get my SSDI check. Somebody else that I know was talking about that. I'm like thinking, why would you want that shit? There's so much control. You don't have to do anything.
Because here, and this is, I'm going to tell you again, I'm actually defending some of these people. And I'll tell you why, because there's going to be control either way, man. There are times on my weekends, Max, where I get something called mandatory extra time thrown at me. Where I'm sitting there, and it's on a Thursday afternoon, I'm working, and I go, I got the whole weekend together. And all of a sudden, boop, you've been assigned mandatory extra time for Sunday for 2 hours. And I got to work 2 hours, regardless of whatever is going on.
Yeah, but you know what, though, man? At least you can say you make your own money.
Yeah,
nobody can dictate what you do with it.
But they are
You know what I'm
dictating
saying?
they're dictating what I do with my time. They're actually putting and when I'm on that. So I understand the grind, the corporate grind is fucking awful, man. If you're ever in it.
Yeah, I guess because
it's fucking terrible. It's a terrible fucking grind. It's and they get these cult tactics where they tell you you're an day one and all this stupid shit that you have to go through, and you get ground down, man. And sometimes it's like, well, fuck it. Why would I want to just do this all the time? I have to deal with these fucking retards all the time and have to.
it's kind of funny, man. I've escaped that.
Well, you
got
got
to escape the corporate ground.
Well, you
know what I'm
that's what I'm saying. See, you are in a good position in that way. In that whenever you have an issue with, you have a bad day or like fuck this, you even still won't go. I'm just done with this. I'm done.
Oh, no.
You enjoy what you do, and that's very, very rare, and that's why you need to be reminded of it because. I mean, so you're the type who doesn't need to because you remind yourself of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Well, dude, I remember think back to 20 years ago when I couldn't find a job to save my life, and I just wanted to work.
yeah,
You know,
you just
so
want to do
for me,
something productive. But now you're not only doing something productive that's helping yourself and that gives you a great fucking living and allows you to live well within your means. You're also doing stuff, like you said, that reinforces the positive impact that you're making on everything. So what you're doing has meaning and purpose,
Right.
and you have a passion
Well, even when I was
behind it in some ways.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to keep cutting you off, man. But even when I was working at Bloomfield, I remember our buddy who does listen, shout out to Ray, at one point, he was like, could you do that as a full-time job? What if you had to do that every day? And my answer to him was yes, because I just like the fact of making my own money, not having to, dick around with Social Security and get the fucking police audit that they give you and, send copies of your bank statements and your rent fucking bills and all this other shit, and I just don't like that, dude. I don't like that.
I can't stand it either. And just the self-esteem option of having your own income and living without anybody's assistance, in terms of what you're doing with your own shit. You're not having to worry about that. I get it. But if you had to do the same thing, like let's say that same thing every day was working at fucking McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'm sure you would do it, but would you have would you go, wow, I feel like I'm doing because what you're doing now, like I said, that you know the impact because you use. I don't want to get too much
use
detail.
the service that
Yeah.
I've seen. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But you're not going to go, man, I served a goddamn awesome fucking Big Mac today, dude.
I don't know though, man. There are some people that you go in to like a Subway or a KFC, and they're very happy to be there and very friendly.
I know, but they might be. I'm talking about you, I'm talking about just having like a passion, like, and that's why, like, even getting back into the music stuff, that stuff that you've been doing too. Like that's my whole thing is about like if Hovander did find a job at the Blind Center and actually really believed in what he was doing, good, more power to him. Fuck yeah.
Well, here's another little thing I forgot to mention. So we were talking about jobs, and he said, man, I've got like 3 job offers. So he's got 3 people that are offering him jobs, and he'd rather stay down there at the Blind Center and collect SSDI. It's like, come on, dude, that's a broken way of thinking.
Yeah. Depending on the job. Like I said,
well, these were one was at the school district.
Holy fuck.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
it was like with, with like Vision Services or something like that.
That's a county job, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like
there's a point.
Right.
And if you're helping people, if that's what you do for your fucking, if that's what you've got your degree and what you want to do, and it's a job doing that, then you will be doing what you want to do.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's the point. And it's kind of like, now you can do something where you're self-actualized. You make your own money. You don't have to have the government's dick lodged in your ass.
But what if, Max, what if you had found a way to, let's just say, double the Social Security income that you might have some access to, or at least take some of the problem off of your bills by moving in with someone who might be receiving the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. And he is black, so, that's very possible.
Hey,
but
you said that. I did not. Now, anyway.
Yes, I did. I said it.
But the point is that him and his lady friend, they can combine their fucking quote unquote income
Right.
And then they can live like fucking kings in a shit apartment in fucking down in Martin Luther King Boulevard in fucking Owens or whatever the fuck.
Well, now, or they could get housing assistance and get a pretty nice house. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, as married, and then he can get her knocked up, and holy shit, life just becomes a grand fucking piano.
It's
happiness.
even better and better, isn't it?
It's
man?
like hearing fucking ode to fucking jolly shit on the piano.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
that's pretty much. Well, and so the fact he has job offers, I'm like thinking, fuck, man, I would have, back when I was unemployed, I'd kill for a job offer. Nobody was offering me shit. But here it is. This dude's got 3 job offers. Rather than jumping on them, because who knows where, several months from now when he decides he wants to go back to work, who knows what they might not be available anymore. They might say, hey,
who knows what's going to happen at that point?
Yeah, so that's the one piece of the pizza. But the other part, going back to what you were talking about earlier, why, even when I was unemployed, the Blind Center wasn't my option. You know what I'm saying?
I went there when I was 12, and that it was a good place when you were 12.
Right. When we were 12 doing, ceramics and throwing each other over the seats on the bus and all that shit.
And, harassing old fucking blind ladies.
That's right.
Oh, we were fucking shithole kids, man, sometimes.
We were fuckbags, man.
We could be. Because when we found our person to pick on, because we were always the ones.
Oh, yeah.
And then
oh,
it
man.
happened to be an old lady at the Blind Center. Stop that! Stop! Oh, we were just throwing them.
There was them, but there was also kids, that were a little bit slower than we were.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. But the thing about it is, you go back there. Yeah, you don't go back there. They're going to get married there?
Yeah, the wedding is at the Blind Center. It's on November 2nd, I think it is.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta go, man. I gotta
go. Oh God, you have to go
for ammo.
But I just,
you know what I'm saying?
I just don't get that. That is the most. Okay, listen. Now we all know. I've heard some ghetto ass wedding places. Like, what the fuck else are you gonna get married at the fucking welfare office, or are you gonna get married at
married at the
church
DMV?
Who's gonna fucking the DMV?
He's gonna get married at the DMV.
Seriously, it's the same place. Like, you're gonna get married at the fucking the employee services department down.
Right, or Job Connect.
Yeah, we're gonna get married at the SSI department on Sahara and Jones.
Oh, shit. Oh, that fucking! I never want to have to go in there again, man. That's
you
another
know
thing.
exactly what place I'm talking about.
Barf, dude! It's got the metal seats in there, and fuck that place.
Number 777, and you're number 904.
And then, of course, 2 years old, you got the security guy walking around going, "Can you please get the child away from the rope? There's a child on the ropes." You know, and you're going, fuck, you little fucking welfare kids running around.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude,
I think
it's like
it's on Sahara and Jones. It's right around there. It was.
I think it's a little further. I think it might be Sahara and Buffalo or something.
Something like that. It's on Sahara though.
Yeah, definitely. But I do remember that place. Trust me, man. I remember it well.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's just there's no. I guess what I'm saying is it's not this party where you just get all this money and life is good. You got shit to deal with as far as the audit part, the fucking check in on you, the stay in communication. Are you still disabled, nigga? Bullshit.
Or if you do find something, they ream your ass hard because they don't send the paperwork in. They don't. You send it in, but they don't get it, or they need to get more, and they give you a fucking stack of papers the size of a dictionary.
Oh yeah, fucking insane. So yeah, man, that's the first excitement.
All right, so what's the other one?
The other one is so man, I've been getting a lot of those robocalls, from these fucking account services.
Anyone who listening who sees your Facebook page will know.
That I hate these motherfuckers, and I actually like cussing them out. It's fun, especially when you get Davey the Dune Coon who speaks limited English, and then you say to him, you go, he tries to cuss back at you, but it's really fucked up, broken. So it's like, I fuck you in my nuts, motherfucker, or something.
You're laughing even more, and they get more mad. They're like, fuck you, shut your ass.
Oh,
shut your face
one guy called me a sand nigger, which was hilarious because at first I was like, what the fuck? This dude's Middle Eastern. Why is he calling me a sand nigger? Then somebody else pointed out to me that, well, the reason being is he probably was called that and didn't realize what it meant. You know what I'm saying? That it was, actually, he didn't realize it was actually an insult towards Middle Easterners.
Maybe he was just feeling some
Self-hatred?
Self-hatred. I don't know. All I know is that those. Yeah. So what happened with this?
Okay, well, this actually, so it's bad enough, these scumbag companies are calling you, but now I get a call from my bank today. And first, I'm kind of tripping out a little bit. I'm like, oh, fuck, well, it's my bank? Well, yes, yeah. And they're like, is this a good time? And I'm like, yeah, of course, if it's about my account. Well, we noticed you haven't enrolled in the rewards program. And, with the reward, they start trying to sell you this shit. And I'm like, hey, I said, first of all, I'm not interested. And, don't call me for sales calls. And she was like trying to say, well, it's not a sales call, sir. We're not selling, but you can get reward points for, and this goes back to this whole thing. Well, you don't have TV, so you've never seen the commercial. Don't mess with my discount, which is basically everybody's like rushing to get this discount because everybody wants something for nothing, man. So rewards, you get cash back for buying shit. Why should you get money for buying stuff?
There's always a catch, of course.
Of course there's a catch, but, and it's just like, I told them, I was like, I'm not interested. And then she's like, well, sir, let me send you an email. And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking interested. And she called herself what did she say? Relationship manager. She's my relationship manager. And I'm like, look, first of all, I'm at work, so I don't have time for this stupid shit. And so I'd appreciate if you guys don't call me anymore. And she was like, well, I'm at the bank. I'm at the bank on Sahara and Jones, and I'd invite you to stop in. I'd love to meet you. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get right on that, And so it's like, fuck this. So then I called the main number, of course, and then I told them, I said, can you please make it where I don't get any of these? And I've never gotten those before, which is weird.
Yeah.
For me to get something I get things in the email occasionally, you got a higher interest rate, blah, 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 and try out our new program, and they want you to try all these programs. Well, that's fine. I understand that. They send that shit in the email. I dig it. But when they're calling you, it's like, what, you niggas ain't making enough money? You are bank, you are that bank, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, actually, I don't mind saying I'm with Bank of America. Fucking.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, though. They try to, they got to pull out, because it's corporate, just like usual. They got to grind everything down to make as much and wring out as much fucking money as possible. 2 more cents is just so much worth, like fucking causing the death of 5,000 people to get $2 more per hour or whatever.
Yeah, well, and not only that, but it's the American public who always wants some shit for nothing. Like, ooh, I get to get paid for buying stuff? My nigga.
Rewarded for buying? Really? I get cash back? Yeah, sure.
That's how that works.
You know how many people fucking go into debt because of that? And then that's what they want. They want you to go into debt so that they get more money from you. Of course. They want you to be in debt. They want you to be paying debts and to have an interest rate that you can't pay.
Yeah. Fuck all that, man.
Because you can throw money at them and give them more, so that when you buy a $5,000 worth of shit and you can't pay it off, then you owe $5,500. Oh, well, what's convenient?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you go and give them $500 more than you originally gave them. So that's why I'm kind of using the system a little bit, and just you got to know how to work those a little bit, and then just never use them again.
Yeah, see, I'm not even bothering with that shit, dude. Like, I don't even have any. You know what I do with the rewards, because it's supposed to save me money, like at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. So I had a friend who actually gave me permission to use their phone number, and that way they get gas points. So when they fill up on gas, they'll get the points because I bought shit. So I figure, hey, it's a win-win thing. They'll get the points, and I'm chilling. I get less off my groceries.
Exactly, makes perfect sense. Absolutely. It's a good win-win. Something for something there, Matt.
There we go. Something for finally something, right?
Yeah, something for something. You, instead of giving shit and getting nothing, you give shit and get shit back.
Yep.
Or you give good stuff. And that's the way it should work. So, so when you go and enjoy that magical moment at the Blind Center, when you smell the slight funky mildew of unwashed blindo vag walking by you, it might be the bride coming down the line.
I don't even know who this chick is. I've never seen her name. I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's love, man. It's got to be love, man.
I'm sure. I'm betting it is, man. It's kind of funny because just what was it, back in February? I think that's when he was at my house last, when he was helping me with something with the iPad. There was no mention of her. Mm-hmm. So this has got to be a relatively new thing, man.
It's love too, man, because they know they've known each other long enough to know
that it's love. Which, speaking of which, dude, I really have this theory, man, that I think heterosexual sex is going to go the way of the A-track.
It seems like it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like if you're not a sexual deviant, if you're not fucking the same sex, or you're not fucking little boys or animals or some other nasty
Well,
shit.
that's the new line, man. You can't be quote unquote normal because normal is bad.
Yeah, normal's
And
evil.
you don't have a victim complex when you're normal either, because you're not a minority. See, they love that. They love see when you think you're a gopher, no one else thinks like you. So therefore, you're a minority and you're a victim because no one else understands you and understands your lived experiences. So when you think you're a gopher and no one else thinks you're a gopher and no one gets it, man, life is just so hard.
Fucked them, right?
Yes, so my gosh, so I'm a gopher and no one understands. So now you're a victim and you got that little moral high ground from the victimhood that we have in this society now. So now you get the best of both worlds. You're unique, you're a special person, you're a magical gopher, but you're also a victim because you've had to deal with the struggles of not having people understand you and being different.
Right. Even though if everybody's different, then you're not different anymore.
Well, everyone is different. That's the whole point. Everyone's an individual.
Right.
We're all minorities. We're a minority of one. And
right.
Everyone else is the majority because we're all different. So there's no majority, there's no minority. There are, of course, things that trends, and that's the thing. The trend is heterosexual. Too bad, I'm sorry. You're part of 5% of the population that likes to suck other guys' dicks or lick twat if you're a chick. So what? I don't give a fuck. And that's all they focus on. You notice that's all they focus on, too? It's not like they give a fuck about their personalities or anything. It's all about what they're fucking. And we're supposed to care about what you're fucking, too.
Exactly.
We're supposed to enjoy and appreciate what you're fucking. And you better be proud of what you're fucking. And it's like, but what about everything else about you? Well, that's secondary to what I'm fucking, you know.
Yeah, what if you're a cool person? Yeah, I like to hang out with you just as a person.
It's so funny.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's so funny though that they go, well, no one else. All you focus on is me being gay, and it's like, no, that's all you focus on is you being gay. You expect me to focus on anything else? That's all you fucking talk about? Well, my experience as a gay woman, my experience as a lesbian. That's not your experience. Your experience as fucking Kate. Your experience as Marjorie, whatever the fuck your name is. Your experience as anybody. That is your experience, not your experience. My experience as a black woman. No, your experience as a person, as an individual. You don't.
Which, by the way, you know that what's that Muslim chick's name who's trying to run for? Or she's got a strange name, but she's claiming she's part Cherokee Indian or something stupid. That's her.
I don't know. Is she a local one?
Oh no! This is somebody running for actual president.
Elizabeth Warren?
I think that may be her. I think that may be her.
Of course.
And
she's not even Cherokee. She's like 0.2%, something like that.
Right. It's a totally small percentage, but this is her thing. She pimps that around like, oh well, I'm 193rd fucking Native American, and you're that everybody's got to have a minoritas status,
Yep, everyone has to have that. Like I said, because once you're a minority, that means you're a smaller group, which means you're a victim because you're not the majority, and you've been persecuted or you've been perceived wrongly. Oh my god. It's fucking ridiculous,
man. Yeah, well, I've even noticed too. That's why I mentioned the gay thing, because it even seems like when you try to link up with chicks or whatever, and I'm not just with me, but with like a lot of other single friends of mine, the same shit happens. You'll get their numbers, whatever. You'll talk to them, but they don't talk to you for long. You know what I'm saying? They stop texting you or stop showing interest, and then just kind of ghost your ass. And it's like, I'm thinking some of this is due to, that the straight thing is not in anymore.
Well, the straight thing's not in for chicks because dudes can't be. I'm sorry, dudes don't go from straight to gay. It just doesn't.
Oh
happen.
no.
I'm saying dudes do not go, you know what, I've been in bad relationships with chicks for 5 years.
I like niggas now. Yeah.
No, women do that. Women can change over. I'm sorry, I do not see dudes who even because all 90% of the women that I see that be quote unquote realize that they're lesbian quote unquotes have been in really shitty relationships with dudes before.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard that stuff too.
Yeah, constantly seeing that, but you never see a dude going, I've just been in so many bad relationships with women that I just wanted to go and I found my truth. No, dude be sucking dick when he's 12 because dudes, it's like an on-off switch with most guys. I'm sorry,
you're either gay or you're not gay.
Or if you're bi, you're a guy who's bi who's known he's bi since he was 12. You're not a guy who's bi who's like, I never realized that I was gay. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, you
the minute you're 12 and you get a hard on from fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're gay, all right?
Right,
when you're 12 with chicks, you can dance with girls, you can sleep with them, you can lay with them, you can stroke them, you can hug them. You're not doing that with dudes unless you're fucking them, all right? I'm sorry.
Yes, exactly.
There's no platonic dudes who are sitting there going, you know what? Me and Billy, we just hold each other at night. Come on, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. We both know that's.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are some. Let me get there. There are outliers. Like I said, there are individuals.
Sure.
But the general idea is
As a
true,
rule.
as a general rule, and that's one of the things that I say. I'm not saying that there aren't things about people that have in common. As a black woman, though, you're not speaking for anybody but yourself. So
Right.
don't say that. Don't say that as a black man, as a black woman, as a white woman, as a woman.
Because you can't speak for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, you
So
speak
all
for
you do,
every
you
black
look at
woman?
trends.
Yeah.
You look at trends, just like the trend is that women are more suited, or not suited. Let me rephrase that. They're more inclined to go toward positions such as nursing and teaching and that kind of thing. So they
Right.
do. It's not some goddamn conspiracy, but it's also kind of a trend, you know. But that
Well-
doesn't mean it's everyone. It just means it's a trend. So just take it for what it is.
The same way men go for construction jobs in a lot of
Yeah,
cases.
Exactly. The men that
You
go
know.
for like high adventure jobs. But the point is that, yeah, dude, chicks, just be yourself. Just be an individual. God damn it.
I just think, man, heterosexual sex is going that it's, you know, if you're by yourself, you're going to be by yourself if you're a straight man, man. You know, that's just what it is.
Well, or else you're gonna not gonna be by yourself because all the women are fucking just expect, even at that like 50, they expect to be fucking swept off their 340-pound feet.
I don't know, man. I mean, not that I'm complaining, but it was just kind of a strange thing that I'm noticing with just not only myself, but other single guys that I know. You know, they'll be like, oh yeah, I got this chick's number, da da da. We were talking, and things are good. And then all of a sudden, oh dude, she just stopped texting me. I don't know. She's not returning my calls, you know, and it's just like, why
Well,
is
they
that
found someone else who makes more money probably or something.
something? I don't even know if money's even a factor anymore, man.
Who knows what it is, man? That's why I don't even bother. I don't give a fuck. Quite honestly,
Right.
I fucking don't care. I'm not gonna fucking chase. I'm not gonna fuck these
Yeah,
people.
oh,
man.
no.
Fuck all this shit. I'm just gonna fucking whatever happens. I don't
Dude,
care.
yeah, don't just do your shit. That's the way it is. But no, I've just noticed like a lot of times I've got a few buddies that are having some issues, but I got a kind of a quick funny story for you too,
Okay.
real fast. I had another Lyft driver where it told me his name was Jose, and you know, and he'd be driving this, that, whatever. So I'm going, well, this could be good, this could be bad. You know, you don't know. So then eventually I'm sitting around and I'm like, they said he'd be here in like a minute. What the fuck? So I call GoGo Grandparent and it says, your driver has arrived. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So the guy's here. Usually when the drivers get here, they call me. I mean, you know, you've been with me, you know, when I'm taking them. So I'm like, well, nobody's called me yet. I said, let me hit 3 to call my driver. So I hit 3, phone rings like 5 times, and then it just cuts me off. So he's probably got like an Obama phone, dude, like a welfare phone that doesn't even have voicemail. And
Obama phone.
that's what it's got to be, some kind of government issued phone with no voicemail on it, you know, because
Or he just can't speak and he didn't want to answer. Like, no.
well, no, but even when you do, at least you get those automated. You've reached, you know, whatever the number is. Please leave your message at the tone. You know, every phone now has a voicemail for the most part. So that's why I think it may be an Obama or government issue phone where it rings a couple times, then just cuts you off. No voicemail, no nothing. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I try it again. Same fucking thing. So I call GoGo Grandparent. I speak to an operator. I'm explaining the situation. I said, can you cancel the ride? So she's like, yeah, well, let me see if I can try to call him. So she tries him a couple times. He doesn't answer. Same bullshit. So then she goes, okay, I'm going to cancel this ride. I'll try to get you another ride. Well, dude, she must have tried 3 or 4 times. And it picked the same spick. You know?
Wow.
Well, because what it was is he was closest to me, you know?
Yeah.
So it just kept picking the same guy. And I'm like, fuck. And she's like, because they do Lyft and Uber. So I said, well, can you try with Uber instead? And she's like, yeah, let me see if I can try Uber. And she's like, what? And I'm like, what happened?
Same guy.
Yep, pick the same spick. So I'm like, okay, just cancel that ride. So then there's another trick you can do where if you just call GoGo and hit 1, it'll say to be picked up from your home, press 1. So that's all you got to do. And then when the driver shows up, you just get in the car and give them the address you're going to, and they click edit trip, and then they put the address in for you. You know, so instead of it already being loaded for them,
Got it.
you just have to give it to them when they get to you. So anyway, that's what I wound up doing, and I finally did get somebody who spoke English, but it was just funny that it kept picking the same fucker, dude, like 4 or 5 times, you know. So that was
No way.
yeah, man.
Jose. No way, Jose.
Hey, no way, Jose. Yeah, well, that's what it was. It was a giant no way, Jose.
Dude, man, on that ride, you really got hosed.
Actually, The one that came to pick me up finally was a black chick named her name was Love.
All right.
That was her actual name. And even when I was getting out of the car, I was like, "Hey, that's got to be an alias, right?" She's like, "No, that's my real name." I'm like,
Love.
"Yeah." She said that was her name.
Oh man. Well, I wouldn't get in within fucking 100 miles of that woman.
Hey, you know what? She got me to where I need to go. That's the
I'm
main
sure
thing.
she did, but I wouldn't love to be around that one. I can almost tell you honestly.
And it could be even LUV or something.
Probably, or some crazy ass fucking spelling like
course.
LUUVVLUUUVQ.
I'll tell you, man. Black people are the most inventive when naming their kids, though. You got to admit that.
Oh, if you want to call it that, sure.
Hey, I'm trying to give it a positive spin now, man.
Keep it going and go for it, man. But we'll leave it at that. Anyway, anything else you got before we get banned from YouTube?
Nah, man, nothing else. That's all the offensive shit I got for tonight.
Well, something for nothing, man. I don't have much of anything. I'm just gonna let this roll, but we'll be back next time. We'll have more information about it after a post trip because I am hitting the V-Town.
You headed out to LV here this weekend.
That should be some fun, so we'll definitely probably have a story or two from there, maybe. We'll see.
I'm sure we will. Well, let me ask you this: is your
I was just gonna say I have no idea. I would be very surprised if she doesn't. So.
We might have a story about that.
Yeah, maybe we will. Hopefully there's a bouncer at the place. All right. So, anyways, on that note, this is it's August 20th. 2019, I am Cruise Control.
And I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there,
bitches! Fuck yeah!
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. With Maxwell Silverhammer. We are nothing sacred. With Cruise Control.